straight in.
Hello and welcome to episode 26 of the Live Bar Game Show. Last minute we've decided to react and watch the EA play live, so here it is. Enjoy. Hi. There's a cow. And we're
Farming
getting
Simulator looks very weird.
and we're getting demonetized already for the monetization we don't get.
Sweet. Can't wait. I was gonna say it was The Sims.
Oh, yeah, the cottage.
No.
Feet Japanese breakfast. I'm assuming they're a band.
I love that video. What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Ackerman.
It's knockoff Robert Downey Jr.
McNamara, and you are watching the 2021 EA
Robert
Play
Downey
Live
Jr.
show.
Jr.
Concert for cows. That's got to be a first, but
I'm
probably my
recording
favorite
this
video for the
completely
show
on the fly,
ever.
by the way.
The latest expansion
It's
for
15
Sims
minutes,
4
so we've got time to do a catch-up.
today, so go get your
Oh,
stick
sweet.
on.
I'm gonna mute that for 15 minutes. I'll leave it playing in the background, it's fine. We can just act like we've got a fourth and fifth member. So yeah, we will do our weekly catch-up like we always do. How have you guys been? Hopefully this is working alright. We'll find out after EA Play Live, I suppose. How are you guys?
Yeah, been not too bad this week now. Kind of.
I love how Steve...
I don't know if I'm game front. Yeah. I'm just taking leave and you're gone. That's fucking great. Imagine asking how I am and then fucks off.
Yeah.
It's disgraceful.
Shocking.
No.
Shocking.
I haven't gotten any game done this week.
Yeah,
well,
I wait this week, boys.
doesn't show.
Thanks, Stephen.
The only thing I did this week was finish off the last 3 MSQs in Final Fantasy 14, so I'm fully caught up and ready to go for Endwalker.
Nice.
So yeah, I've been watching
bounties. Or your quest.
I don't do that in anything. Been watching Asmongold's quite a bit now. Enjoying the streams on it and seeing what he thinks. So yeah, I'm buzzing for Final Fantasy 14 and get back into it again. But yeah, it's a slippery slope. So
I'm
looking forward to playing it.
We were supposed to play it on Monday, but I honestly don't even know what I did on Monday. I'm just my brain. I've got baby brain basically now.
I have baby brain with a dog.
It's the same thing. It's amazing though. Like, it's amazing how tiring being responsible for another living thing is.
That's true. How have you been, Dale?
Sorry, I was just very curious to what that was. Yeah, not too bad. I was doing a lot of the outside stuff this week. Being at the beach every day, being in the park every day, kind of making the most of the heat wave. Not complaining about it on Twitter. So yeah, I played a few games. I was playing Witcher on PS5. Still the PS4 version. So visually, it's still the same, but performance-wise, it's so much better. So much better. You still get stutters, and you still get...
And the Switch.
No, well, I was playing on PS4. I haven't touched on the Switch. But I heard the Switch, it plays really well. Like, if you're not expecting it to be fucking top tier. But, yeah, no, I was playing on that. There's still the janky kind of horses walking through you during cutscenes and all that. Kind of usual stuff, but for the most part, it runs really smooth. Haven't heard a peep out of the console, so that's always a plus.
It's such a quiet console. Jesus.
Yeah,
We'll
like,
keep it all from it. Like,
it kind of shocks me a few times when it does its little kind of power up every now and again, but that's very seldom. That would probably be like once or twice in a session. And then I've been playing Outer Worlds on Switch, continuing on that, playing a lot of Fortnite on console. I want to get the Rick and Morty skins at level 100, and I'm on level 56, I think. So just playing that casually on the console, not taking it seriously, just doing fucking quests and all that. I'm playing it with my little brother. But I've actually been like, I have an hour to kill. I don't want to play a story game. I'm just gonna jump in and drop in.
The beauty of a battle royale.
I need a battle royale, yeah, and I don't want to play Apex because I play that on PC, and I don't want to get used to what's it called, console, like aim assist and stuff like that. I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, other than that, just playing Apex every evening, just the usual. Nothing else. No, nothing else. Tried to get a new world beta key for this week, but unsuccessful so far, and I couldn't be arsed pre-ordering.
Probably a good thing considering it's been frying
Yeah.
graphics cards.
It's frying.
Yeah.
That'll hopefully be sorted by the time
It's fucking crazy.
it gets
man.
released.
It's amazing what happens when non-game developing companies develop games.
I mean, this has a lot of hype around it. It's like that's just one small issue in the grand scale of it.
No, it is.
This could happen to any game,
Yeah, but it hasn't.
but it's huge for the MMO world.
No,
it is
huge.
massive.
Yeah, it is huge. I
Massive.
won't be touching it with a fucking barge pole because it's microtransaction filled bullshit. But that's just my opinion.
Plus, you have to play FF14 first, so you're not allowed to
Exactly.
play any other MMOs.
Yeah, exactly.
You're barred. Deals allowed.
We've just been watching people play that. It looks really good. I'm excited to try it.
It has a weird combat system, like unlike an MMO where the animations take over. You actually have a bit more freedom in the combat, don't you? Like you can.
Yeah, you're not locked
I feel
into
like
your
it's a
specific
bit more like
rotation.
ESO, I think.
Yeah.
Like I watched coverage on a
weapon.
dungeon, and that just the way that plays out looks really, really good. And the mechanics that they use to unlock doors and stuff like that. It looks interesting. It really does. So I'll be happy to give it a shot. Same, like I've seen a few things this week. Death's Door, that was another one that was doing the rounds on Twitter.
I actually have
yeah.
to have a look at that.
I'm definitely getting that 100%.
What is that about? I saw Ralph did a video on that I haven't got around to watch yet. What is Death's Door?
It's basically a dungeon crawler, from what I gathered. You're a penguin, but it plays into the whole. You're a soul finder, I think it is. So you have to basically bring back souls who escaped, and you have like a little fucking lightsaber thing on your back. But it looks so good, so good. But it's only on Steam and Xbox, so I'll have to get it on PC. Whereas that, like, to me, that's the perfect Switch game.
Or just buy an Xbox, even though you
Or
can
just
play
buy an Xbox.
even though you can play all those games on your PC anyway. But
What else? There was another one I was looking at. I can't remember. But Tribes of Midgard was another one, actually. Can't wait to get that for a console. It's basically Valheim without the survival, and it's kind of got that Diablo feel of a dungeon crawler, top down, but it's all Norse mythology. That's coming out the end of this week.
it's the hot
so
topic
I'm
at the
looking
moment,
forward.
isn't it? Norse mythology.
Yeah, it kind of comes. It's one of those. Like,
it's flavor of the month.
Yeah,
Well,
people
year.
jump on it. Yeah. But
Is that out the end this week, is it?
the 27th, Tuesday, I think.
Jeez, I thought it was August it was out. Wow,
No, 27th.
It is
Something
close
is
to
out.
August though. Cana.
it is.
Came
Cana
out in
Bridge
August.
of
Yes.
Spirits out August.
That'll be
There
great.
was another game, and it's actually really annoying me now. That I can't think of it. But anyway, yeah, that's been me.
What
How's
about you,
dog
Kev?
dad life?
My week is mainly revolved around
A constant cycle.
not house training a dog because he's already house trained, but just getting them settled in and making sure not to complain about the heat because I'm not a person to complain about hot weather because I fucking love hot weather.
Yeah.
But this week has been a struggle having a half husky in the house because they have fur and trying to keep him cool has been a full-time job almost. Getting up really early in the morning to walk him. And... Did you hear your name or something? Getting up really early in the morning to bring him for a walk and then walking him really late at night when it's cool again. But apart from that, he's plonked himself down. Apart from that, it's just been playing Returnal really. I finished up Returnal at the weekend. Have a lot of thoughts on that, which I'll come back to at some point. Got the hidden ending and then noticed how close I was to getting the platinum trophy. So I've been bashing my head against the wall of RNG to get that platinum trophy done. Which again, I have thoughts on the RNG for that, but it is what it is. I'm nearly there though. I should have it tonight or tomorrow, I'd say at the latest. I only need a couple more things. So I'll be glad to get that ticked off. I love the game. Absolutely love that game. It's been a long time since a game sunk its claws into me like that game did. It's been like a parasite that has improved one thing and taken away from a lot of others. Just like in the actual game. But that's been great. The other thing I've done this week, and I know Dylan's going to be very happy to hear this, is that I watched Loki.
Yay, finally!
All 6 episodes in like 1 episode a day since last week. And it was I know, Stephen, you haven't watched it, have you? No. I'll keep it spoiler free. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Tom Hiddleston's a fucking national treasure. He's just fantastic. Dill, I don't think you'd get this reference so much, but Stephen, you will, and it's not spoilers, but the main villain of it, I got serious Shia Gorath vibes from him. From Shivering Isles. He was on my screen. I was kind of like, it's live action Shia Gorath. This is great. But yeah, I'll say nothing else. Don't worry. Yeah, that's great.
One Division next. Do it.
Oh no, I will. I'll catch up. I'll catch up on them. Get through it. Yeah, it was excellent. I saw the post episode discussion every week on, oh, this episode was that. Oh, this one was a bit. I thought the whole thing was excellent.
Yeah,
like, there was no episodes that I went, oh, I didn't enjoy that episode. I enjoyed every single episode. It was all of it was brilliant.
Like, the way I look at it is like you can't explain what they're explaining in a movie, so you're just getting more fleshed out. People are expecting excitement week to week in terms of like something groundbreaking to happen. But to me, it's just like you're getting a fleshed out story with these characters that you would never see on the big screen. Like,
you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of early Game of Thrones seasons, where it was you get 1 or 2 episodes where it'd be exciting, then they'd be whinging for episodes 3 to 6. I'm like, oh, this is boring. It's just character building. And then the last few episodes, and then they'd complain at the end, there wasn't enough story.
It's like, a catch-22. If they don't flesh out characters, they're like, oh, we got no depth to the characters. If you flesh out the characters, like, they took too long fleshing out the characters.
I thought it was excellent. I enjoyed all of it. Makes me really excited to see where they go with both Loki as a character and where the MCU is going. Yeah,
like it's already been like, I won't say too much, but certain characters are current. No, but like Loki is confirmed to be in Multiverse of Madness, the Doctor Strange movie. Kang is in Ant-Man, so Kang is class, man. Like Jonathan Majors was fucking.
Oh, he was
amazing.
Brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant. That's what like Shia Gorath was a kind of villain in an Oblivion expansion, Shivering Isles. Okay. You basically go to the Shivering Isles, which is a realm where he's kind of like a mad ruler. Like, he's completely fucking insane. But he's really funny, and it really reminded me, like, Kang, or He Who Remains, really, really reminded me of Shia Gorath from the Shivering Isles. I was wetting myself. I was, this is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, no, it's exciting to see where the MCU goes.
And it's because they're doing it with the different variant.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Stephen?
I thought it was
because they're doing it with the different variants. Like, we're not going to see that same character.
Yeah.
Like, because he's going to be completely different. Because when I first saw it, I was like, this is Kang. Like, he's not menacing or anything. Like, this should be his future self, but it wasn't. It was just a different variant.
It's the nicest variant of him.
Yeah. And that was the good part, because it'll just show his range when he eventually becomes Kang and you see him as the Conqueror.
Yeah.
You know?
That'll be interesting.
Will
I bring it back in?
Yeah, go for it. I'm just buzzing.
Sure,
the connectivity of the TV shows.
It's okay. Yes.
The movies. Like,
I'm
especially seeing Black Widow.
Yeah.
There's the post-credit scene in Black Widow, without spoiling anything.
Seen it either, by the way.
Connects directly to Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of concerned when they were doing the TV series, that they kind of be like tangents as opposed to, because not to be spoiled, but Loki does lead into Phase 4. It really does.
Yeah,
which is good. And that's not spoiler heavy, by the way, Stephen. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
No, I know. I've seen things about where they're going. So
just before we jump over to EA Play, because it's starting in 30 seconds, and I need to make sure everything's set up right. I think it is, because I was doing it in the middle of all this. One thing I want to do, I'm going to do it tonight, or tomorrow is write out a list of back catalog games that I'm gonna get through over the next. I was mean to do it over the last few days, write out just a list of games that I'm gonna play. But this week's just been a bit busy. It's been all over the place. So
Nice.
yeah. We're gonna jump over to
Here we
EA
go.
Play Live. I'm gonna launch it back into here. EA Twitch, and we will go live with that. Go back full screen. I need to bring it up and go to this one, and there we go. I'm gonna unmute it, and there we go. You guys hear that, all right?
Perfect.
It's muted, yeah, for me.
That's fine. Before that kicks off quickly, both of you just say something real quick.
Yeah.
Something
sounds
real
like
quick.
That's fine. Thank you.
that. Quick, real something.
Coming to you from Los Angeles, California, this is EA Play Live
New
2021.
Day
I'm
rocks.
your host, WWE Superstar
New
Xavier
Day
with
rocks.
AKA Austin Creed, and we have an amazing show for you today. We've got world premiere gameplay, exclusive first.
No wonder he wasn't on Raw
including
last week.
Brand new multiplayer experience for Battlefield 2042, and a few more surprises they won't even let me tease. Plus, just like last year, we've got some amazing prizes to give away. So keep an eye out throughout the show for hidden letters. They'll spell out a secret code that you'll need at the end of the show if you want a chance to win Polaris gear,
Or
Logitech gadgets, and thousands of
you'll
codes
just
get it
for
on
great
Twitter.
EA games, including Mass Effect
Yeah.
Legendary Edition, Dirt 5, and more. So let's get to it.
Fast and Furious 11.
The funny thing
It's all
is,
about family.
the funny thing is, he's probably just looking at a big green screen right now.
Yeah.
Such a good actor, man. These WWE wrestlers are such good actors.
EA has long played home to fan-favorite racing
He-
titles from Need for Speed to Burnout to Real Racing. And now that the experts at Codemasters are joining the EA family, that incredible lineup just got supercharged with the addition of franchises like Grid, Dirt, Project Cars, and F1. So if you like racing, if you like being in the driver's seat, you're gonna love what Codemasters has cooked up for us today. But first, let's take a
I think
quick look
Codemasters
at
used
what
to
they
do like
best.
Premier Manager or something like that back in the day. I think they did.
Yeah.
They did one of the not racing games, sports management games.
So is this like an F1 take on?
Yeah. This is EA's competition for F1 game, I imagine.
Dan will be happy.
Dan does love himself some F1.
Yep.
I can't wait to hear how good the graphics are in a car game.
No collision impact there. Ruined.
So I was big into like Need for Speed when I was younger, and a bit of Burnout when I was younger. It's just something that I completely it's just something I completely grew out of, and I could drive my own car.
Yeah, I love Need for Speed 1 and 2.
Oh man.
Joining us now
Fuck
from
off.
London is Codemasters senior game designer Becky Crossdale. Welcome, Becky.
Oh, it's called Codemasters.
Hey, now I heard that you
No,
might
that's
have
the-
a
Or is
that the
little
studio?
That's the
surprise
studio.
for us
The
today.
studio.
Yeah.
Yes, I do, and I don't know if you can tell, Austin, but I am so excited because on behalf of the entire Codemasters team, this is the world premiere trailer for Grid Legends.
I imagine this is how they're separated it now. They're gonna split it up like racing games, football game, like.
Dozens of drivers, only one can become champion.
My name is Yume Tanaka. My goal is to become the first woman ever to win the championship.
It's mad that like it is such a big market and it has a massive pull on certain types of gamers, but if you're not into it, you're just not into it.
And if you are into it, you get really into it.
Balls deep into it, yeah.
To win. Touring cars, muscle cars,
Open wheel. Drift.
I like how they said muscle cars and they were all exotic cars that they showed. Like,
Win by having the money, by having the guts. So if these idiots can't keep their cars on the track, it's their problem.
You keep pulling up there, that stops, but you're gonna get somebody hurt.
Hopefully, it'll be you.
I thought these were actual real racers, but I'm just guessing these are
I don't think
the
they are.
personas of the characters in the game.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Is this a hero shooter but for racing?
Potentially.
Becky, this
It's
Guy
a
with the
battle
long hair
royale.
is definitely the antagonist.
The gameplay and the cars and the environments. Now we've got all these characters that seem to
Look,
have
if
different
Xavier
motivations.
Woods isn't in the game, I'm not
incredibly
interested.
invested. It looks like you guys are really up in the ante on storytelling.
Well, first and foremost, the Grid series has always been about delivering gameplay excellence. And with Grid Legends, you are still getting that same immersive racing experience that you know and love. But this time we are taking things up a notch and we're adding another layer on top of that. We are really proud of this new story mode.
Valera Shepherd's
Well, I
Pie.
do love a good story.
Rachel
and I feel like I've
style.
seen a lot of those faces somewhere before.
Yeah, we had the absolute pleasure of working with the incredibly talented Shuti Gatwa, who plays the wonderful Eric in Netflix's Sex Education. We also captured
Oh,
the entire
that's
thing
who he
using
is.
extended reality, or XR, where if you've been watching Disney's The Mandalorian, you will have seen that tech in action. It's what they used to create those incredible worlds.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds
The
amazing, but
environments.
this obviously isn't racing in space, right?
No. We are using this tech to draw you further into this racing experience. We really want to bring you deeper into the grid world than ever before. It's also been really great for our actors because they're acting against something that's visually there. It's not the same as green screen or motion capture. They are stepping into our grid world and reacting with it.
It sounds great. Can you give us any hints on the story, or would that be spoilers?
Without any spoilers, we
Cars
are
go
giving
fast.
you a classic underdog
Vroom,
tale.
vroom, vroom.
We will
I'm in me
straight
mom's
into the
car.
right in the middle of the grid world.
It is cool because that
Where
technology in
you can face
Mandalorian
confident
is
see
savage
all
when you
dogs
see
and
like the
rays of
behind the
light.
scenes footage.
That is a
Yeah.
team that does not
It
concentrate
creates
on
that
and
atmospheric
that's the story.
feeling
Well, you just have to
without
wait and
kind
see.
of the right environment, like you're in a
Must be
studio.
like a method
saw
actor's
two big range of
dream.
vehicles in that trailer. Can you talk about those
Yeah,
a
because
little
like
bit?
it's,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
there are so
assuming
many
it's
vehicles.
obviously
We are
really
giving
hard
you
sometimes with
bigger
green screen and trying to be
sprint
in
cars,
the moment when you're
F1
looking at
muscle
fucking a
cars,
puppet and stuff like that.
electric
But
cars.
yeah.
We are giving you hypercars like the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Have you seen that car?
What is it? Was it?
And we are also giving you
Oh, what is it
multi-class
in that?
mixed racing.
A
which means
character
that you
was a
can take
tennis
any
ball.
of those cars
What's
and
that
put
in?
them together on
Game
the
of Thrones.
Is it Game of Thrones?
Drogon, yeah.
In the trailer, and I love it. So, is there anything else that you can tell us about Grid Legends?
Without giving too much away, there is a ton of new stuff for the fans to sink their teeth into, including some new modes such as...
I haven't actually played any of
mode
the
and
grid games, to be
elimination mode.
honest.
We've also got
No.
some
Could have thought this
fancy
was a new series. I
locations
haven't even
like
heard of
the
it.
iconic city of Moscow.
I don't really follow
We've
car.
also got the
No, me
beautiful
neither.
city of London as well, which you can drive right
Last one
past
I played
Buckingham
was
Palace, or you could travel
whatever the
to
most recent Need for
stunning
Speed that's
Strada
there.
Alpina and take one of
Burnout
our
Paradise on the
cars
PSP.
to
Yeah,
its
boy.
limit.
All right,
Oh.
well, you heard it here first. Storytelling
Plenty
and
Need for
extended
Speed games
reality,
back
mixed
there.
class racing, new modes, new
Grew
locations.
out
This
of
is
them.
beyond exciting. So, Becky, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you, Austin.
Of course.
Used to love that though when I was a
Alright,
kid. I'd
folks,
get like
so we're just
whatever the
getting
newest
started.
Need for Speed and
We've
what the
seen
newest
Grid
Tony
Legends.
Hawk's for Christmas was.
Now it's time for a different breed of legend.
Here you
Yes.
go,
Yeah, boy. Give us Seer. I hope they show us more of his abilities.
2 years
Because if
ago,
the leaks are
Apex
right, he
Legends
sounds
came out of
really good.
nowhere. And now 100 million players and 17 legends later, it just keeps getting bigger. We've got more modes, more maps,
Yes.
more platforms for play.
But
and
you know
of course,
what?
more
It's
legends.
great having
So what's
him do the
next for
presentation for
Apex?
this because he's actually a
Well,
gamer.
today,
It's
we
not
have
just a
answers.
guy in a suit just giving you
Ladies
shit
and
talk.
gentlemen,
He actually
I
plays
give
these
to
games
you
like.
Apex Legends Emergence.
Let's go, baby. World's Edge is getting shit on.
I see it in everything. I see it in a boy rocked by tragedy, transform his pain and defy reality. I see it in the warrior who must choose between their new life and the annihilation of their home. I see it in a girl, tortured by revenge,
Let it go, let it go.
love awakens her heart. I see it in me, a boy born under a bad omen, turn his tale into a legend. Change is relentless, but that does not mean it cannot be beautiful.
They contacted Etsuki to do the mocap on that. That's why he moves so fast.
Nothing lasts forever. You must adapt.
That's my baby.
You must adapt. Just adapt, bro.
Know that you are not alone. Change comes for us all.
That's what you get for sitting in the corner.
You beat me to it. I say Crypto sitting in the corner as always. These whatever you want to call them, shorts are always really, really high quality. That's
Yeah.
you.
Oh, his ult.
All of us thrown together, so the flame can burn its brightest. Change. Fight it and fall. Accept it and rise above.
Apex trailers are always insane.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
So good.
So high quality.
Yep.
I'm standing here like slack-jawed watching this because there's so much to unpack from that trailer. So let's go ahead and meet the man with all the answers, Apex game director Chad Grenier. So happy to have you here, Chad.
Thanks, Austin. Happy to be here. Before we get started and get into it, I want to give a shout out to the amazing developers at Respawn.
Hey.
All right, well, a subset of them. If you love Apex, it's because of these amazing developers that are working hard creating Apex Legends for us.
Well, big love to the whole Respawn team, especially whoever came up with Lifeline, because that's my girl. But okay, there's a lot for us to talk about, but you know I'm geeked about Seer, so can you tell us some more about his abilities? I saw this man stare through walls. He's got drones coming out of his chest. Please tell me about his kit.
Yeah, similar to Bloodhound, Seer is all about tracking enemies, but in a different way and has a very unique kit. So while you're aiming down the sights, you'll have a heartbeat sensor that will give you hints as to where an enemy might be. If you think you've located them, you can use your tactical, which sends out some of those drones out of your chest and will actually reveal and track the enemy's location. The ultimate is really powerful, especially in certain gameplay situations. You can send out hundreds of micro drones and create a sphere around an area that you choose, and all enemies that are moving quickly through that space are tracked.
I love when there's new abilities that kind of change the game, because
This
game
negates
obviously is
fucking
always changing, always evolving, and whenever there's a new legend,
certain trackers
there's always
already.
an interesting shift in the meta. So with those incredible abilities, how do you think that Seer is going to change the game?
Yeah, again, I mentioned Bloodhound also as a tracker, but unlike Bloodhound, Seer is about very precise and lingering information. So he's a bit more of a stealth-oriented legend, and you're going to see, I think, some interactions because of that sphere I mentioned, his ultimate. If you're moving quickly through that space, your footsteps are revealed. But now if you're walking slowly, you can avoid the detection. And so I think you'll see some interesting gameplay experiences and new ways to play with slowing it down a bit.
Yeah, it sounds like once the ring gets tight especially, you're going to have a lot of new ways to play this game. But This past season, for instance, it felt like Apex really moved beyond Battle Royale with the introduction of arenas. So what's the reaction been like for you guys?
The fan reaction has been really great. We're seeing a lot of players enjoy arenas.
I thought
which is
everyone was
awesome.
gonna play
We're really
arenas. I
excited
thought it was gonna take
finally
over the
have
world.
A way to play Apex Legends beyond
So
Battle
slow.
Royale.
For 24 hours.
And yeah, people are loving it. So we've got new maps in the works, and some other things come in. I don't want to talk about just yet, but we've got a lot planned for arenas.
All right, fair. Well, I do know that you guys announced ranked arenas are coming as well. So can you give us some information on that?
Yep, so we've got one season of arenas under our belts now. We wanted to make sure that we were seeing how players were adapting to the mode, make sure to get the balance right, make sure that the price and the economy is correct. And now we'll be introducing the ranked mode in Emergence. So it's a bit of a different ranked system than we have in the Battle Royale mode. So we're really excited for you to get your hands on it.
Well, it's really cool to see Apex always doing new things. Like, for instance, leaning into the competitive scene with things like the Apex Legends Global Series. So are we going to see more of the ALGS?
Absolutely. We just ended year 1 of ALGS. Our championships recently concluded, and it was amazing. There's like so many tactics and amazing plays in there. Many teams were fighting for
I
the
forgot
championship
arenas
in
was
the
even
last
a thing,
round.
to be
We hit
honest.
record numbers, so we're really excited in September to be kicking off year 2 of the ALGS. And for the first time, we're going to be inviting PlayStation and Xbox players to compete alongside the PC players, really see who's best, and an all-new league format. So we have more information at
the format needed to be changed big time.
ALGS.
Well, I am beyond looking forward to it. And Chad, before you go, I have to ask, when can we see more from Seer?
We've got an awesome gameplay trailer coming on Monday, and Emergence drops on August 3rd. And for now, I can show you a finisher.
Very soon.
Of course, please.
Yeah.
This game
This is not going to be the same as the trailer.
But from you, she demands everything.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all I need to see. It's so awesome. But Chad, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Austin.
Of course. And again, big shout out to the whole Respawn team. Now for the Apex fans watching us on Twitch today, Respawn is hooking you up with an exclusive Jumpmaster gun charm, so make sure you've got your Twitch and EA account linked and keep watching the show to earn that drop. But that's not the only thing we're giving out today. Keep an eye out for the hidden letters that spell out a secret phrase, because at the end of the show, we'll give you a link where you can enter that code for your chance to win some great prizes, including codes for EA originals like Knockout City and It Takes Two. So speaking of originals, let's head across the ocean for some stop motion and check out a soon-to-be-released EA original, Lost in Random.
Oh, this is the thing that was on when we were chatting.
Yeah.
And just like that, young Austin found himself introducing a new segment.
Hello?
He stalled, bewildered by the voice coming from somewhere unknown. Somewhere random.
Okay. All right, anyway, it's coming soon and it looks really cool.
Austin stopped himself. He'd forgotten to mention the Tribeca Film Festival selection.
It was a selection at the Tribeca Film Festival.
He tried the line again, more enthusiastically.
Look, man, I'm trying to run a whole show.
More enthusiastically. Really selling it.
Could you just let me intro the segment? Thank you. It was an official Tribeca Film Festival selection this summer, and it's coming soon. Joining us from Gothenburg, Sweden to tell us more is Zoink creative director Olav Redmo.
Hello, Austin.
How's it going, Olav? Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on Tribeca. It's so cool to see video games right next to movies being regarded as they should be.
Thank you, Austin. I'm so proud of the Sonic team and what we've accomplished, and I'm so happy about the selection because Lost in Random is really inspired by all these movies that I grew up with, and stop-motion animation and dark fairy tales. And at Sonic, we're always trying to push narrative in video games, so I'm so happy, yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see more. Olav of my life. What do you have for us today?
I'm super pleased to share a first look at one of our most unique aspects of Lost in Random's gameplay, Dice Battle, which is an exciting, explosive blend of real-time action and time-stop tactics, where every roll of the dice unleashes incredible powers out of the head of your Jack-in-the-Box buddy, Dicey.
Well, it sounds
Original
awesome.
name.
So let's take a look.
The budget was blown and everything else.
Second name's Riley.
There were two devoted sisters.
Dicey Riley's.
and Ord. Cruelly separated by an evil queen.
I'm just kind of gutted that this game isn't developed by that mad fucking developer
Together with this little
that did It Takes Two and
even was determined to rescue her beloved sister.
Come on, Dicey.
In this strange and fascinating world of random, adventure and combat go hand in hand. And many peculiar characters await.
The art style is very Tim Burton, isn't it?
very Tim.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Like Corpse Bride and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I really like it.
Especially for the kind of or are they quirky characters?
Those coins can be traded for cards.
Cards, I got cards here.
Well, that's very
Grey Out
Resident
Nightmare
Evil.
Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Cards contain new attacks, abilities, and more. All of which come in handy during dice battle.
Ready, Dicey?
Even uses her slingshot to attack deadly foes. This can knock off energy cubes used to feed her strange companion Dicey. And once fully charged, even can roll Dicey and freeze time itself. Let's see how she uses it. Oh, impressive.
Actually, those look really cool.
Nanny. It looks really slow.
That was a good one.
That's my only concern.
Yeah. The combat looks very, very
Across all
Slunky.
realms of random.
yeah.
Even must
Now I know it's probably about
play the odds
a bit like Final Fantasy. You build up your
at saving her.
MP to roll the dice to do the big attacks.
Random rules. Long may she reign.
Dicey, wait!
My child, you're safe now.
It's the quarter bells.
Just from that alone,
Yeah, it actually
I
does look pretty
already
cool.
Need to play this
Yeah.
game. It looks so cool.
Looks more narrative
Can you tell
driven
me about these combat
as well.
cards that
I think
were-
a lot of those originals is though as well. Like It Takes Two, those things they generally don't go for full price. They're generally cut price somewhere like
What are we looking
40
at here,
quid.
then?
So as you saw, cards can be
Yeah.
selected during combat that unleash new powers and abilities, like this one, for instance, Explosive Dice, which turns Dicey into this ticking time bomb. You just gotta be careful so it doesn't blow you up. Keep your distance. And where's this hammer of 2 lets you summon a giant hammer, which also gives even super strength to be able to swing it around.
Offensive maneuvers, I like it.
But it's not just about offense. Like we have also, for instance, Uma's Blessing, which comes from Uma, this old hidden witch, and she provides a bubble shield to protect even. And that's just a taste. Like
Titan
there's a lot
confirmed.
of different powers at your disposal. Some curse enemies, some heal even, or create traps. Some arenas also work as giant board games affected by rolling dicey. So you're gonna have to try different tactics to conquer the Queen's giant, mad, tabletop-themed arenas.
All right, Olav, obviously, my next question, you know it's coming. When can we play this game?
Yeah, my favorite question. Lost in Random releases on September 10th on PC, console,
Wow.
and Nintendo Switch. And you can pre-order starting right after the
Switch.
And if you want
Yeah,
a Dicey
boy.
companion of your own, he'll be
That'd be cool on
available to
Switch.
EA Play members as a gun charm in
Yeah.
one of my current favorites, Apex. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, you all heard it here first. And Olav, thank you so much.
Big
for
fan of
joining us
developers.
today.
He's so excited.
Absolute pleasure. Also.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're really
Especially
like a mad
introducing it
There you
like
have
2
it.
months out,
Lost in
basically.
Random is coming soon.
Yeah.
His
Another EA
his
original is
excitement
already
like
here.
fucking would
And
celebrate
like,
itself.
throwback playground heat to the masses.
It's very endearing.
I'm talking about Knockout City. Oh, okay.
This game, yeah, Jesus.
I think it's just like this had a great launch and it did quite well for a few weeks. As far as I'm aware,
Is this the
it's doing-
dodgeball thing?
Yeah.
And they're just
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, it's
Here
doing
with
quite
more
well.
is Karthik Bala from Velen Studios in New York.
They did some great things. They gave it away for
Thanks,
free
Austin.
for the first few
We're
days.
so grateful to our community for the massive response to Knockout City. With millions of new brawlers, hundreds of thousands of crews, and nearly 1 billion KOs landed, your response has really been a knockout. As an indie team dedicated
See what
to
you did
taking
there.
creative risks, having all of you embrace this unique thing we've made is an amazing feeling. And I just want to say thank you. At launch, we promised you new features and updates that keep the game fresh and exciting. Today, I'm here to deliver on that promise. On behalf of the whole Valiant Studios team, it's my absolute thrill
Like
to
that
present
bookcase, that
Knockout City
bookcase, that
Season 2,
those banisters,
Fight at the
those
Movies.
stairs.
In a
Quite fancy.
of chaos, where mayhem rules the streets.
He's definitely in like New York Public Library and not their office.
Unstoppable. A world where one hero rises to meet instant regret. A world where lovers chase their passions and feel the burn. A world where terror lurks high above. Where warriors fight for dodge brawl supremacy. And teensy, tiny brawlers battle it out in a child's bedroom? This season, bring your moves to the movies.
The aim assist in those throws.
July
Yeah.
20.
Those aren't no Destiny fucking orbs anyway.
Voice is Murder on the Pie.
Or the Leviathan. What was it?
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Hollywood Drive-In opens July
Fire Stars.
27th.
I don't
the
miss
opening
giving
round.
out to people in that raid.
At the movies. It's showtime.
You saw it. We got new skins. We got a new ball. Knockout City, baby. Season 2 arrives July
B.
27th. And remember, you can play for free up to
Did you get that, Dill?
rank 25. So get in. You might come across me and my crew.
the
We'll
B.
call that baseline. You won't beat us because we're really good, but you'll have fun. And
Got
right
it.
now, it's available
The phrase
on
is,
all
it's back, I'd
platforms
say.
with Crossplay. So if you haven't
Dead-
yet, go
Dead
ahead and get in
Space,
there
it's
and
back.
give it a whirl. All right.
It's behind you.
The moment that you have
Fuck.
been waiting for is here.
Oh no, it is.
You see
We have a
the
single
trailers,
player campaign
you
mode.
read the
Woo.
hot takes, and you already know that Battlefield is back, baby.
Psych.
You hear me? It's back. Battlefield is back, baby. It's Battlefield.
Back, he said it.
I can't wait to wingsuit surf a tornado. This game is gonna be so good.
Hey.
In just a
Oh.
moment, we're revealing a brand new Battlefield 2042 experience. But first, for those who haven't been paying attention, here's what you've been missing out on.
I really like your man.
Huh?
Charismatic.
Yeah, he's in WWE.
Oh, is he? Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, he's great. My brother loves
Yeah,
him.
like someone like that really carries a show as
But
well.
you know, he's a Twitch
Yeah.
streamer as well, though. He actually does play games.
Does he?
Yeah, no, he's an actual gamer, like. He has a gaming podcast of all things, ironically.
Will we invite him on, will we? Do you think
man.
he's big enough for our show?
He's definitely big enough for our show. Yeah, that's what I said. It's no wonder he wasn't on Raw this week.
On behalf of our entire team, we hope you're thrilled with what you've seen so far from Battlefield 2042. But this is just the beginning. We have so much more
Fabulous
to show you.
beard, that.
Battlefield 2042 is built up by 3 epic experiences. Firstly, of course, all-out warfare that we showed you earlier. Secondly, Hazard Zone that we'll show off later this year. And now, a new community-driven experience that we're happy to share with you today.
Campaign.
Built by our old friends over at Triple Effect, formerly Dice LA. It's an experience designed from community feedback. It's an experience we've dreamt about building for over a decade. So, let's have a look.
Finally, a campaign. Finally, some good fucking campaign.
And their campaigns are good. That's the thing.
Yeah. It's definitely fucking Battle Royale or something stupid.
Nah, they've done a Battle Royale. It's something different.
Like a freedom mode or something.
Yeah.
You can do what you want.
Like Forge mode in Halo. Oh, rip.
That's the sound of the going bang bang.
It's some sort of custom games.
Yeah.
Can we play Mike Myers?
This looks incredible. There's so many crazy things happening in this trailer. We got knives versus defibrillators. We got soldiers from every era. I have so many questions. So let's bring on an expert.
You alright, bud?
Here to help us out is the general
got the zoom?
manager
Oh,
of
you're
Ripple
chasing a
Effects.
fly.
We've got Christian Grass. Welcome, Christian.
Hey, Austin. Thanks for having me. Super
He
excited
kills
to be here.
flies.
Of course. Thank you
Great.
for being here. Now, that trailer, absolutely ridiculous. Like, what the hell did we just see?
So what you just saw was the Battlefield Portal. It's a new community-driven experience that gives players the freedom to write their own rules and shape their own battlefield. You can mix and match content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, BF3, and Battlefield 2042 to create brand new game modes. Then you can share and discover those on the Portal platform. And that's just what's coming at
Fortnite.
launch. This is a
Yeah,
real
it's really
love
cool
letter
that it
to
has
the
that.
fans from our incredible team.
And and this is your squad.
Yes, this is the fantastic Ripple Effect team, and they deserve all the credit in the world for creating this great experience. We've had so much fun bringing back some of the most beloved vehicles, gadgets, weapons, and maps from past titles.
Well, thank you all.
Huge credit to this amazing team and everyone who's made Battlefield 2042 possible.
All right, so to bring it back, when you say beloved maps, we're talking Caspian Border,
Yes.
Arica Harbor,
Yes.
El Alamein.
Yes, El Alamein is also included. It's actually my all-time favorite map. Plus, we have Noshar Canal, Battle of the Bulge, and Valparaiso. And of course, all 7 of the new epic scale maps already announced for 2042, they're also playable in Portal.
I love it. I love it. But this is more than just maps, right?
Absolutely. Portal is a chance for the community to drive the platform. There's a whole slate of customization options and even an advanced logic editor for you to play around with. Tools that were previously only available to us on the development team.
So that trailer, it was just packed with a ton of crazy moments. So I'm curious, how wild can we actually get with Portal?
You can get pretty wild.
Yeah? Okay, so can I pit World War II against
Can't wait for the memes.
2042?
Game's not even out
Yeah.
yet. It has
What about
custom
game
games.
mode? Can I make
Destiny's
an
out
infection
7
mode
years and it
where it's
hasn't.
me against a ton of super fast soldiers with knives?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about shoddy snipes? But not just regular shoddy snipes, like a gun game with a whole bunch of shoddy snipes from all throughout history.
That is a very specific idea there, Austin. But yes, actually you can.
Batting 3 for 3, bring it home. Can I play as a penguin with a flamethrower?
A penguin with a flamethrower? Yeah. No, I mean, look, there are some limits. It's not a level editor. You can't edit the maps themselves. And no, you can't play as a penguin with a flamethrower.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, Alex will be disappointed.
But it does sound like there's a ton to play around with.
Oh, yes. The options are pretty deep, and we're committed to working with the community to build out this suite of tools and content as the game evolves. We want this experience to go where you want to take it. We see the sandbox as a big part of the future of Battlefield 2042.
Well, I assume that the community is going to have a field day with this.
I really hope players will embrace Portal. That's who we built it for. In fact, we gave a sneak peek to a few members of the community to see what they could come up with.
Oh, okay. I assume my invitation got lost in the mail, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's check it out.
2 teams and 2 VIPs, but only one way to score. This is VIP Fiesta by Courage. It's the US factions of Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2, facing off on Arica Harbor with 24 players and random loadouts. Die and you'll redeploy with an all-new loadout. Track down that enemy VIP and make it count. All bring the power of 2042 to Caspian border and take on the forces of 1942. This is Quality versus Quantity by Gabitron. A small squad from 2042 are taking on 32 players from 1942. The future's got the hardware, but the past's got the numbers. Destroy those MCOMs. But do it before your tickets are up. You're not getting them back unless you clear the sector. Not enough memes? Fine. Set up on Orbital for the fight of your lives with Robot Man by Redacted. 20 duck-sized EOD bots, 1 horse-sized T-91. Set your Battlefield defense on who wins what.
Basically a raid boss.
Come on, dude. Robot Man? What? This looks so much fun. But I need to know. Just pretend like the cameras aren't here. Just me and you. Who's Redacted?
Can't tell you that, sorry. But what I can tell you is that we're so excited for the players to create or simply discover their favorite new way to play Battlefield. And we can't wait to explore and try out the thousands of experiences our community will build once they have the tools in their hands.
And we get our hands on Portal at launch, right?
Yes. Okay. Portal will be available at launch, day 1, along with a bunch of pre-made modes for you to try right away.
Okay, this is fantastic.
Hey.
Christian, before you go,
it's the last one that came.
All of this straight. So on top of all the content and maps that have already been announced, we also get content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company,
I've got a buddy with me.
Battlefield 3, including 6 of the best maps of all time, and all that can be sliced, diced, and mixed together in Portal. And then we still have Hazard Zone coming later this year?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, Austin. If you've always been a fan, or if you've never played Battlefield before, we want Battlefield 2042 to be the ultimate Battlefield experience.
Christian?
Without campaign.
Just thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure, Austin. I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, so Portal looks incredible.
It sounds like they're building this Battlefield to last
a
while.
Yeah.
We're going to leave you with one more surprise.
Live service
First,
next
though,
year.
Remember that secret code? Yeah. I hope you were paying attention because all of the letters have been revealed. So if you want to win some awesome games and gear, stick around because we're going to give you the link to enter in just a second. But for now,
Dead Space.
Come with me.
Yeah, it's Dead Space. It's not even leaked, hasn't
I hope
it?
you've enjoyed the show as much as I've
Has it?
enjoyed being your host.
Yeah.
Now, my name is Austin.
Oh,
Green,
look
and
at
our
that.
last reveal is somewhere in there. But you know what? Why don't you go first?
Yeah, that's Dead Space. I remember that door.
The surprise is Xavier Woods is in the game.
Why is it always kids songs?
Next gen exclusive.
Good decision.
The right decision.
Yeah, there has to be a cutoff at some point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not to be a dick, but there has to be for the sake of
For development purposes, exactly.
yeah, like Returnal as just the example of what I'm playing would not work on previous gen console.
No,
it just couldn't. It literally could not. I'll leave that link up for just a second, so if people want to, if people aren't aware, go to this player.gg/EA Play Live, enter the code. It's back. Oh shit! I gave it away. I shouldn't be giving it away.
You just get more people a chance to win. Fuck's sake.
Sorry guys, my bad. I'm gonna close that down in Discord. With it not leave, I'm gonna stop streaming and change back to this, and we're back. Hi, bye Loki. Yeah, that was what it was. I expected a bit more, to be honest. The fact the fact that they pushed it so late into the summer away from E3, I expected them to announce a little bit more. They announced what new games did they announced 3-4 new games. Dead Space, obviously, the Dicey game, the Grid Legends racing game, and there was one other one. But I expected
Lost
them to
Randoms or Lost and Random.
Yeah, like if you're looking forward to Battlefield 2042, then that was for you. That was for those people. John O. Murphy just walked past my house. That was for you with a bottle of beer in his hand. Good lad. That was for you. If you're into Apex Legends like you, Dill, that was for you. But if you were hyped for EA to announce a new Star Wars game, which they said they weren't in fairness, or a couple of new AAA titles from somewhere, aside from Dead Space, obviously, it was, it was what it was.
Yeah, it was like it was grand. I suppose you're looking at one publisher, but yeah, there wasn't.
Yeah, but EA released a hell of a lot of games. Like in fairness, they didn't mention their NFL game. They didn't mention FIFA. They didn't mention any of the NBA stuff. Any of that. I suppose that shit doesn't really need a mention, I guess, because people know it's coming anyway. But it would have been it was what it was.
It's nice to see Dead Space is coming back.
Yes,
but there's no release date or anything like.
Nah, that's a ways out. I think that is quite a ways out. I think the thing they announced there for Battlefield, while I'm not interested in Battlefield, that's fantastic for people who like that game. That gives so much replayability, so much. That done well, fantastic.
Wasn't groundbreaking. I enjoyed the Apex part of it. Lost and Random is a game that I'm potentially going to look at because of it.
Good game for Switch. Good game to have
on
Switch.
Good game for Switch. Yeah. In terms of Grid, I'm just not interested in car games. Same with Battlefield. I really want to play it, but it doesn't have a single player campaign mode. Sorry.
I think
it's not a multiplayer game I play anymore, you know.
Yeah, I think that's the decision that they made, was that they're gonna try and make the AAA multiplayer FPS experience. That's what they're going for. That's what they want to deliver, rather than just tagging a campaign on for the sake of it. They're just putting all of the development power into making one thing and one thing only, and you can respect that, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I wouldn't be interested either way, so it makes no odds to me. But look, it was a short enough show. It was about 40 minutes.
Yeah, thereabouts.
I've not played Dead Space. I've heard that like they're highly rated, critically acclaimed games. So
I played 1 and 2.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
good.
this is I could be completely wrong. I think it's somewhat of a remake of the first one. Like, not necessarily a remake, but a reimagining of the first one. That it's a reboot. It's just a reboot that's loosely based
I
on
think
the first one.
It looks like a reboot because the way the starter says cut off their limbs is making me think it's either a new character or the first time that
Yeah.
this person is coming against the necromorph. So maybe it's a reimagining of the first one.
That's
Which
I think that's what I heard. I'm gonna say it was Jeff Grubb because everything that's leaked in the industry is Jeff Grubb. I think it was him, and he was saying that it's a reimagining of the first one.
I'd
could
be
completely wrong.
kind of less interested in that. I think I'd rather see a new storyline in that universe. But look, we'll see. Not like I'm gonna run out to play it anyway. Jeez, shit my pants. Although all these, I wonder which one of these are coming to Origins or whatever they call it now. EA plays.
Yeah. What's
I
interesting about
imagine-
that though, some of that stuff could be available on Xbox Game Pass, just to have the deal with EA.
True, yeah.
I think the one takeaway I had from Dead Space, and it probably kind of gives away the release date, that the release date is a ways off for now, was that it is next gen only. And I think we both kind of commented on that, saying there needs to be a cutoff at some point. Not to be disrespectful to people who haven't got next gen consoles or can't afford to get a next gen console right now, or literally just can't get one. There needs to be a cutoff at some point for the sake of
moving on.
Artistic vision. Technology's at a point now where artistic vision can be realized, so I don't see why something should be held back. I understand why first party stuff. I understand why some of Sony's first party ones are going to PS4 and PS5. Gotta make that money, but
yeah,
at the same time, the likes like what I said, Returnal would not work on past gen. It just wouldn't. The load screens would be, you'd be in a load screen every 5 minutes. You'd be getting frame drops like crazy every single encounter you're in. So
yeah. No, it's
I just tried to enter. Sorry to cut across. To enter the competition. Every single thing. So you're entering to win. It takes 2 on whatever platform of your choice. Dirt, Battlefront, Squadrons, Logitech headset, keyboard, hoodies, hats. Every single one of them is unavailable in Ireland. Specified EU, but
I don't understand why digital things aren't available.
Yeah. And it is, like, I looked at the code for the game, it says a digital download code. And it's EU in brackets, so it's not as if it's...
Bit daft.
That's a bit stupid.
You're right, Kev. It's a reimagining because EA have just tweeted out, survived the spine-chilling horrors of the USG Ishimura in Dead Space, a classic rebuilt by Motive Studios.
Yeah, they're just rebuilding.
So it's... Yeah.
It's the same story told on a grander scale, probably.
Yeah, it's a next-gen remake of Dead Space.
Oh, so it is a remake then. Fair enough.
Well, I mean, I've never played it, so if it looks good, I could potentially give it a look. If it's not too horror.
I find it a bit weird. Like, the likes... Okay, for Final Fantasy VII Remake, I can get that sort of stuff, because it was 24 years ago. I get that. I get remaking Metal Gear Solid if they end up remaking that at some point. I get remaking the older Silent Hill, something like that. I don't really understand remaking PlayStation 3 games.
Yeah.
Like, The Last of Us being a perfect example. Like, Naughty Dog are remaking... Sorry, someone is remaking... Bent Studios, wasn't it? We're remaking The Last of Us. And that's gone back to Naughty Dog as far as I'm aware. They're remaking the first Last of Us. And that game came out 8 years ago. It doesn't need to be remade. It just doesn't. And it's the same with Dead Space. Like, there's an audience for it, there's a market for it, and people are gonna fucking buy the shit out of it. But I just don't really understand remaking PS3 era games just yet, because they don't look bad, they don't play bad. I think that's just my opinion.
Yeah. There's other games more deserving of a remake, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I get it for the
in EA's
franchise point of
catalog.
view. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've got the perfect game for them to remake. Remake Black. Remake Black. There you go. Do that for me. Thanks. Black was a PS2 shooter. It was fantastic. Remake that.
Never played it.
It was.
I remember
It was one of the. I remember the ad for it. Do you remember
Yeah.
that? Where they go into like it's like a museum or something, and they're just shooting it up, and it's playing classical music while they're destroying the place. It's great.
Yeah, I remember that. All right. I remember a lot of things about games, but there's a lot of them I just haven't played.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't Black Retribution then. Is that the sequel?
I don't think it has a sequel. I could be wrong. I thought it was a standalone title.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Could be completely wrong. Yeah, look, I didn't play Dead Space, so obviously I couldn't really care about the remake.
Black
I'm
Light.
sure a lot of people will be hyped as fuck for it, because people have been crying out for a new Dead Space game. I just find it weird remaking PS3 games already.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless
but
it's unless it's Oblivion, remake the hell out of that. That's fine.
Share Gora and everything. Imagine that on a PS5. Imagine that on PC with ray tracing, DLSS,
Everything.
all the bells and whistles. Still, like with the Apex stuff, then. So when that comes out, that's all free, is it? So the new character's free, and
That's all free. The changes to the map, there's no introduction of a new map. The developers came out about a month ago and said that it does take a year and a half to develop a new map. So we won't be
Okay.
seeing that for at least another 2 seasons, I don't think. So there's teasers in the game now. On World's Edge, there's kind of platforms that, judging by the trailer, is they're going to collapse, and World's Edge is on lava. So certain points of interest are going to sink into the lava and be destructed. There's going to be an explosion. Pretty similar to the early seasons when the volcano went off on World's Edge and it disrupted certain POIs as well. Our Harvester came down as well. That's another one. So it's going to split up the map
and
completely.
Skulltown fell into the sea.
That was a different map.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, but on that grand scale, yeah. So it's going to completely change rotations, and certain POIs are going to be non-existent if they're not part of. If they even exist anymore, like it's a lot of big POIs like Train Yard. That's looks like from the screenshots that have come out that it's kind of doesn't exist. All you see is rubble and wreck. Yeah, Legend is free. Battle Pass, obviously, you'll have to pay tenner for the Battle Pass. New weapon is coming out in LMG, and the rumor was that it was going to be like the Sentinel, powered by shield cells, and this is powered by thermite grenades. So, if that gives the thermite tick on top of an LMG, apparently it's a light LMG as well. So that'll be huge, because if you get the thermite tick, it's basically free walls because you know where they are then.
It's like having Thorn in Destiny.
Yeah, pretty much. What else? Nothing else is coming. Ranked arenas, obviously, but
Just be
arenas
clear,
is hit or
Stephen. The
miss.
legend isn't like you just don't get the legend free. You can either get it with legend coins that you build up from playing the game, and they give them quite like if you play the game, you've got a stock of hundreds of thousands of them.
Yeah.
And they cost like, is it 9,000 or 10,000 or something? 12,000.
12.5.
Yeah.
12.5.
Or you can buy the legend, and I think that costs like €9 or
$7.50 or something.
Something like
yeah.
that, yeah. So you can buy it, or if you have the legend coins, it's free.
Okay.
And the legend coins, you get them like fucking Glimmer in Destiny.
Yeah.
More accurately, like legendary shards in Destiny.
But with the new
Yeah.
legends, you get new skins,
Yeah.
banners, quips, charms, all that kind of buzz.
Mm.
But yeah,
They
he looks
come
cool.
from
His
the
abilities, it's not going to negate Bloodhound as much because his abilities are more solo in terms of like his ult, but his Q gives you the ability to scan. But this guy's scan will be great, and his ult will be like amazing for third parties. Amazing. If you know you only have one entry point into a fight that you're pushing in, and third parties are obviously rampant in BRs, it would be great just to get that couple of extra seconds of heads up, which pretty cool. But Crypto, I can see him getting negated because one, you can use your abilities on the fly. It's not so much sitting in a corner and using it. There's no other scan character. It's just Bloodhound and Crypto. So he's fallen into that category of a scannable character. The heat seeking as well when you're ADS. That you'd have to see what it's like. Does it just come up in your reticle scope, and then if you have no scope on, how does that mean? So be curious to see it. But yeah, he looks good. It's nice that they're introducing actual, not meta changing legends, but actual viable legends. Like with Valkyrie last season, like I main her now, and it's incredible when a new character comes out that you actually want to play. Compared to Fuse, it's a niche, and Rampart very niche again.
They have released the last few have been fairly strong though. In fairness, the Scottish, what's the name?
Horizon.
Horizon's very strong as well.
She got nerfed drastically, so she's not really played as much, but she's a great character. But yeah, so he'll be high up on the tracker picks, especially in ranked. I can see, but yeah, that's the Apex announcement, and it's August 3rd. Like it's only 2 weeks away. They do this, they announce it, and then every 2 days they'll have like a trailer. They'll have a story trailer, a gameplay trailer, and then a battle pass trailer. So there'll be a lot of content over the next while.
Cool.
But yeah,
exciting times if you play Apex though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Apex's. It's definitely the AAA
SBR.
It's the AAA BR. It's the highest quality BR. In my
100%.
opinion, anyway. I know Fortnite is the biggest one on the planet, and PUBG was the first one, and you've got Call of Duty has their one, Battlefield had their one, but I've always found that Apex had the most high quality BR anyway.
Yeah, I enjoyed it that time I played it. Yeah.
Come play anytime. We're always looking for a third.
I saw that.
Just send us a message.
Did you not get a third now?
No, we did. Yeah, it was just late. Yeah. Anytime you want to play, Stephen, just say, I'm going to be on tomorrow at this time. Are you around? Yes or no? That would be the reply. Yeah, it's a good time to be into Apex.
Yeah,
Apart from high end, because it's obviously breaking in terms of cheaters and all that shit.
Yeah, they had a few hiccups there the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, save Titanfall. It's just amazing how somebody can get that deep into a AAA developed. Like, it is what it is. Pay more for your anti-cheats. Speaking of anti-cheats, you see, apparently, with the Steam Deck, you won't be able to play Destiny on it.
Yeah,
because
it's Linux. Yeah.
However, you can install Windows OS onto it, which would then circumvent
negate
that, I assume.
Did either of you pre-order a Steam Deck?
Oh, I did not. Did you, Stephen?
I did.
Nice, you got one?
Yeah, I'd forgotten it was on, and I was at training, and then I got the email at like 6 o'clock, and I was training until 7:30. I was like, oh yeah, that thing. I was like, oh, I'll go check it out, and went in, pre-ordered the second model, whatever it is, the 250 gig one. And got it. I was like, grand, that's that. And then I saw on Twitter everyone complained about not being able to get one. I was like, I don't know. It's easy enough.
Nice. And when does yours ship?
Q2 is the only thing. So
Ooh,
obviously I was late
okay.
enough to miss. But you know what? It means I'll get reviews early and I can decide then what to do with that
that's
€4 if I don't want it.
Yeah, because it was only the deposit, wasn't it? Yeah.
I will be
Yeah,
interested
it's
to see how how Steam Deck goes, because
Hmm.
look, being able to have your games on your platform going around, installed, playing high quality, playing good performance, that's all great, but it'll be interesting to me how it goes with the emergence of XCloud, and with XCloud getting better all the time. Will there be a place for this in... Not the shit all over your purchase, by the way. Just
I know.
it's just been my thoughts on it, that if XCloud continues to go from strength to strength, which it is, will there be a place for this sort of thing in 2 or 3 years' time? Now,
Well, I mean,
€500 investment for 2 or 3 years worth of gaming isn't necessarily a bad investment, but yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, especially because I imagine the market will be Game Pass machine.
Yeah.
But then obviously if XCloud is there, you don't need a machine of that capability to run it.
Mm-hmm.
But
now, on the flip side of that, if you can have Game Pass and install your games from Game Pass onto a system and play with zero input lag, zero of that bollocks, you have it at high graphic performance. You don't need internet to play it. Like, yeah,
that's the way I'd look at it, in terms of
that's
it
how
doesn't have to be one or the other. They're not being Nintendo about it. Like, they publicly said that they're not just forcing you to use Steam's operating system. And if they're that transparent now, you can only imagine the partnerships will grow, you know?
I find it kind of weird that Microsoft didn't do this first. Considering they have XCloud. Considering they have XCloud, though. Like, yeah.
But they don't need to, because they have the software there and people are paying for it. So why develop hardware specifically to shift something that's already shifting?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, like if they want you to play on your mobile, why would they say play on your mobile, or here's a device that we'll sell you for 200 to 500 quid?
I imagine with the launch of the Steam Deck, they're kind of going, well, we're going to make sure that our shit's available on that because that's more subs for us.
Yeah.
There's gonna be an app for it.
Yeah, 100%. Microsoft aren't interested in selling hardware. They're interested in selling subscriptions.
They're interested in selling fucking, what are they called? Controllers. Connect your phone onto this.
They're all about them subs. The same as the way like Microsoft Office became a subscription. Like subscription.
Yeah,
that's
system money.
That's where this comes in. Yeah.
Would you rather get 100 quid off the bat, or I'll give you a tenner for 12 months and forget to turn it off?
And it's the other
times
side of that.
100.
And then the other side of that most people don't really think about. Like when people look at it, it's like, oh, but you're letting me play the new Elder Scrolls game for 15 quid a month instead of 70 quid. But I'll just get it for a month and then never play it again. But what people don't see in that is that if 1 million people or 10 million people subscribe, that's 10 million subscribers that they have, that they can turn around to Coca-Cola, McDonald's, whoever the fuck they want to say, we've got 10 million subscribers. And then your advertisements come in. That's it. It's all about the money. It's all about the advertisements. It's all about the subscription base being as massive as possible, because that's what makes them more money.
Yeah.
Not about how much you paid. It's about you being in their ecosystem.
That's it. Exactly. And it's a good way for us, because it means if you have choice then. So
yeah, it suits us.
And that's the good thing about Steam as well, and compared to PlayStation Store, not so much Xbox, but how hard it is to get games on the PlayStation Store if you are an indie developer, you know. So this is giving them a platform, which is great for us, and then obviously it's great for Steam because you're using their launcher to access that. But yeah.
Did you, speaking of PlayStation sales, have you thought any more about what you're going to purchase?
You need money to purchase things, Stephen. I'd be tempted to get Dark Souls.
Or an OnlyFans.
Or an
OnlyFans.
Perfect timing.
2 segues in one.
Yeah, no, I'd be tempted to get the Dark Souls remastered. It's only a tenner. Like that's really good.
We were saying that
yeah.
Come on, Kev. You were saying it.
Dark Souls Remastered is a remaster of the first one. So while it is visually better than when it launched, it is a 2009 game. It still kind of plays like a 2009 game. And it might not be the best entry because you might start playing it and go, this looks shit, this plays shit, what the fuck am I playing this for? Whereas Dark Souls 3, which I think might be a similar price, is probably a better option.
I think it's $12.99, isn't it, or $12.50 for the base?
I just think for an entry into the series, you want to have a good experience.
The best quality,
the best quality experience. Yeah. Now, if you're looking for the best quality experience, you got to go play Bloodborne instead. But okay, Sekiro. But no, if you want the best quality from Soft experience, you want to go with one of the newer ones that are a little bit more AAA in terms of how they're made. Dark Souls 1 doesn't feel AAA. At least it didn't feel AAA when it came out. It definitely doesn't feel AAA now, even with the remaster.
So I'm not looking at Dark Souls remastered in the sale.
Yeah, I like if you were gonna get one, I'd say Dark Souls 3 is probably a better option.
Okay. Yeah.
Or
and it is only $12.50.
Or just get Bloodborne with the PS Plus collection. It's free.
To be honest, I think I'm just gonna hold out for Demon Souls because realistically, I could get it in a week and a half. Yeah.
But it's like 50 quid.
Well, in terms of I'll be able to get it in.
I'll give you an end of Demon. I'll give you an end of Demon Souls. Like I know you want to build your collection, but for something that you're not 100% sold on, I'm happy to give you an end of it.
Yeah,
I think at this stage,
and then
it's something that I'm gonna force myself to play.
Yeah.
I
can do a deal like X-Division. €5 for one night or €10 for a week, whichever you want.
Man, ever since fucking Avengers and Square Enix fucked me over, I was like, bring back game rentals.
Do you know what? I
why
reckon
GameStop don't have an initiative like that is just mind-boggling. Like a subscription service, give me a €10 or €15 a month. You can rent from these 10 games, and it changes monthly. Like PlayStation's fucking what's it called? PlayStation Now. They rotate games in and out.
Like Xbox Game Pass.
Like Game Pass, but I want to play on PlayStation.
I know.
But it seems like a no-brainer because the amount of stock that they have, the amount of titles that go untouched, and like Game Pass, you will happily say, I will try this game. And if your offer runs out at the end of the month, which what happened to me with Avengers, I was like, I actually enjoyed this game so much that I want to purchase it.
I'm even surprised that PlayStation don't do an initiative where they say further AAA titles that, like, Steam do it in a roundabout way, in that you get if you play less than 2 hours, you can get a full refund. Whereas, like, with PlayStation's refund policy, which Cyberpunk fucking showed, by the way, is really, really strict. PlayStation do not want to refund you your game.
If you've launched a game, GG.
Yeah. If you've downloaded the game, GG.
Yeah, not even added to the library.
Yeah, if you've installed that game, you're done. So PlayStation are really restrictive with their refund policy. But it surprises me that they don't have a thing where, I'm just going to say the game I'm playing again, Returnal, where you can't log in tomorrow, Dale, and say, I want to play the first hour of Returnal, and you have to pay €10, €10 to play the first hour. And once you have played 60 minutes of that game, it goes, your hour is up. Buy it now with your €10 taken off the full price, or you can't play this game anymore. That seems like a no-brainer to me.
Like, an hour is a good benchmark.
But even from a business standpoint, that seems like a no-brainer. How many people are going to pay €10 to play an hour or two of a game and then go, actually, I'm not into this game? PlayStation still make €10 and from a game, because most people, like me and you, Stephen, were the perfect example with Returnal. Just to go back to it again, I'm really kind of hooked on this game right now. But both of us kind of went, yeah, it looks cool, but no, I don't know if I'll buy it. Yeah, I'll get it at some point. And it was only when one of us, you, went, you know what, I'll bite the bullet and get it because it's a few quid off this week. And then you said, oh, Kev, it's amazing play. I watched you play, and I was like, yeah. So, but if it had had a €10 trial period, I might have gone, you know what, I'll play the first hour. For €10?
Yeah. I would have paid full price for it then. When it got on sale.
I'll give you that one for free, Sony.
But it is like it is a missed opportunity. It really sounds like it.
Yeah.
Like
if you think about it as well,
do it, like.
Yeah, you need some sort of policy like that where you get to try it out.
The only issue with that is, though, like with Steam's one, Steam are very good that if you've played less than 2 hours, you can get a full refund. But what fucking games have started to do is add a 2-hour tutorial in. So you don't get any of the actual story. It's like, fuck you guys.
But you know, like if a game does that where you're in a 2-hour tutorial, I'm probably going to refund that thing because I'm like, well, this game hasn't kicked off in 2 hours, so
Yeah.
fuck that shit.
How long am I actually going to be playing it for? If this is the case, 2 hours for the intro. Like, it's all well and good watching someone play a game and watching reviews, but I feel a lot of it, hands-on, is the best experience.
100%.
Especially if it's a genre that you don't particularly play, and it is very hard to convey that through. You want your muscle memory to kick in terms of controls and stuff like that. So watching someone do that, it's like it doesn't give off the same grab to me. Like, it's all well and good if something looks great. It's like, happy days. That's part of going towards why I'm purchasing it. But if you could play an hour or so just to get a feel for the game, because I think feel is a big thing, especially like in Lost in Random, like when you says it looks slow combat wise. Whereas like that would be enough to kind of tear you away. But if you could play it and see, oh shit, maybe it was just the way it was shown. Because like, a lot of these games, they do get shown.
That's the thing, yeah, it could be.
Like
if they showed it too fast, it could have been a bit overwhelming for someone who hasn't played it. Yeah, that's true.
Like Kathy, for example, playing Ratchet and Clank, a lot of it is very fast moving for her, and she's not used to that. So that would be enough.
Says the same actually about Destiny.
Like there's a lot going on, yeah.
Because if you play like say just the name Crash Bandicoot, everything that happens is in front of you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you play Destiny, it's literally 4D. It's from everywhere.
It's around, yeah. So that's what she says. Like she gets dizzy when she watches me play those first-person shooter games and stuff like that because you're very narrowed in on a whole widespread area. But yeah, it's completely. I'm on board with subscription services.
Another one.
But even if there was a third-party app, like a Netflix or a Prime or whatever, that offered, we have licenses to showcase these games, you know. Like how much
did we do a news section with the news of
no Netflix going into games? I think we spoke about it last week, but we weren't really sure what it was. But it has become clearer over the last few days that they're going to be offering mobile games as part of your subscription for the time being, which is fair enough. That makes sense. Amazon have been doing that for a long time, where they give you free games with your Amazon Prime subscription. They're always fucking shit, but they're free games.
It's Battlefield 1 next week, I think.
They're mostly fucking shit, but they're free.
Battlefield 1 had a campaign.
Which one was Battlefield?
That was a good campaign.
That was the one. Wasn't that the one that was? Did it have a campaign, or was it that they added new story to that all the time?
No, I think that was the one with the campaign where you're in different parts of history. Like,
they never finished that. I think they never finished that. In D-Day, in Battlefield 1's campaign, D-Day never happened. It just they're still fighting in Germany. I think
until Portal comes out.
Until the TVA came.
Yeah, you know what? That's what's gonna happen. Some absolute mad lad's gonna finish the Battlefield 1 campaign in Battlefield Portal. That's what's gonna happen.
They create the level design.
Yeah, no, they'll finish. They'll create the rest of the game using the maps. That some mad lad's gonna do
it. Yeah.
Steam Deck That was the other big
Steam
thing this week.
Yeah. Steven has one. So I'm interested to see how that goes.
That's class. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like it was perfect time as well, like compared to like Switch shit in the bed.
They couldn't have announced
Loved it.
like if that was unintentional, like they couldn't have been better set up for it.
Yeah,
they really
It's
couldn't
class.
have been. There's a couple of other pieces of news that I did have put aside there. Like there was the Pro Evolution Soccer is now
Oh,
free
yeah.
is a free to play game now.
eFootball.
eFoot. But you know what? It's such a pity they renamed it to something so meme worthy, because everything else they've done there is brilliant. It's free to play. You don't have to pay. Like they will continually upgrade it every year and upgrade the team sheet, upgrade the squads, upgrade the game, make it, improve it every year, and it's all free to play. Obviously, there's going to be some sort of monetization somewhere in there, but only for the fucking name of the game is so cringy. It would have got nothing but good publicity. It's like Konami, you did one good thing and then you memed it. But I'll be interested,
doesn't it?
Yeah. Just throw Tom Clancy onto anything.
Yeah.
I will be interested to see what if EA do anything to respond with FIFA. Like I know FIFA is always going to be the big football simulation game. Like Pro Evolution Soccer was fantastic in the mid 2000s, but kind of got stuck there. In my opinion, anyway. A lot of people wouldn't agree with me, but
It was a
got
hip
stuck.
thing to prefer Pro Evo in its bad stage.
Yeah. Like there was a stage where Pro Evo was genuinely better than FIFA.
Right, 2006.
Yeah, for 2 or 3 years, it was genuinely a better game. But it kind of got stuck there. Now FIFA has all sorts of other nonsense going on, and that's fair enough. And hasn't really changed over the last 5 years. But I will be interested to see what EA like. There's no way EA go free to play with FIFA. There's just no way. Despite no matter how much money Ultimate Team makes them, there's no way they give up that $70, 70 quid, whatever price tags. But I will be interested to see if I'm just gonna keep calling it Pro Evolution. If Pro Evo continues, or if Pro Evo
Online
is good and continues to improve in this new format that they're doing in a new engine. It'll be if they provide an actual competition to FIFA. That's not a bad thing. It's a bit like Xbox and PlayStation. If both are doing well, it's only a good thing. Competition is healthy.
Exactly. Yeah, big time.
Yeah. So I know my brother still gets Pro Evo every year and hates it. He gets FIFA every year, hates that. Gets Pro Evo to make up for FIFA. The hating of FIFA, hates Pro Evo 2, and then just sticks with FIFA because it's easier because all his mates play it. Same
That
cycle
just sounds
every
like
year.
typical sports fans. Yeah.
Same cycle every year. There was something else I threw into the news there about something. What was it?
Tell you now, it was Amazon's New World.
Yeah. But we've already discussed that Amazon's New World broke a lot of graphics cards. I think Falcons took a hit. I think Falcons is fine, but it took a little bit of a performance hit. I think it started like he launched the game, his graphics card started going a bit wild, so he just shut the game down and saved his graphics card because he has a 3090.
Just mad, and it's because they didn't cap the frame rate, was it?
In the
menu.
menus, they didn't cap the frame rate.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah,
instant bottleneck.
Getting like 10,000 frames a second, probably.
Yeah, it's one of those. Just don't play it until you're given the all clear.
Well, they came out and said
no,
that,
not by Amazon, by the graphics card companies.
Yeah, because Amazon came out and basically like, no, there's no issue, but we're gonna cap the frame rate anyway, just in case. You're like, come out of it.
Yeah, no, Jay's 2 cents was doing a bit of reporting on it that like at the start it was assumed to be just 3090s, but he was getting on people with all sorts of cards. Saying, no, I had problems. Mine bricked. So.
Yeah,
he was on
I'd say any of the newer cards run that risk.
Yeah. Yeah. I know someone was like, you could just cap your frame rate yourself. I'm like, yes, you could, but you shouldn't have to. If you install a game, you should expect it to not blow up your graphics card.
Yeah. I know PC gamers
Wow,
are
you're
glutton
asking
for
a bit
punishment,
much of
but
companies there.
Yeah,
Kev.
it's asking
Jesus
a bit
Christ.
much, like, to just not break my PC when I launch a game. Yeah.
now if Nvidia release a game, they definitely would do something like that. Oh, you're playing on a 3090 brick. Buy our new 4000 series.
Just put a brick in there.
Yeah.
I love my brick.
Another game came out this week, Death's Door, just because I'm adding it to my
Yeah.
list of games to play. Action adventure RPG. Scratch the itch of the Zelda dungeon delving.
Something else came out last week as well.
Looks so good.
Zelda.
Oh,
Skyward Sword.
Zelda! A Zelda game came out last week. Skyward Sword.
Oh, that was the Skyward Sword on the Wii remake, was
Yeah,
it?
the Wii remake.
Wii.
No interest in it, personally. That came out.
I'll get it if it ever goes on sale, but no Nintendo, probably not.
Monster Hunter Stories came out. Apparently, it's fucking huge.
Yeah, that was received quite well.
I'd be interested in
Pokemon
trying that
Monster
out.
Hunter. Yeah,
What's-
that'll be
actually, there was-
definitely picked up on sale at some point. 100%.
There was a new Pokemon game, Pokemon Unite or something.
Yeah, I didn't look. I did. This didn't pull my interest at all. But I'm seeing a lot of coverage about it, and people literally doing a complete 180, saying like, "This is actually like, this is good." I was one to throw it off, and
Is that the
I'm liking
MOBA?
it. It's for Switch. It's free to play, but I don't know. All I've seen is screenshots of Pokemon in fucking costumes, but which
Yeah, I
I hate in
haven't looked
Pokemon
into
Go
it.
because
Yeah.
it is what it is. But
I haven't looked into it. Is that the MOBA of Pokemon, though?
No,
That's something else.
I have no idea. I literally didn't know about it, and then saw people going on about it. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what's this?"
No, see, I was following it a little. Like, not following it, but I was watching it.
So the overview is about a powerful energy
Yeah,
permeates
it's the
Aos
MOBA.
Island that makes Pokemon grow stronger and provides them with enhanced abilities. Trainers from around the
Yeah.
world come here to harness the power of
MOBA,
the energy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the MOBA. Yeah. Yeah, when that was first shown, it kind of got shat on by most people, but it, yeah, I've seen people ranting and raving about it.
Yeah. It's just I've never played a MOBA, so I find it hard to judge. But
This is where Dylan becomes a League of Legends simp.
I've watched so much about that, and I was tempted to try it out when I was putting WoW on the cards,
Yeah.
but I went with WoW.
Do you remember we were in the Woolshed watching a football match before, and there was a League of Legends tournament on in one of the other rooms in the Woolshed? And no joke, the League of Legends tournament was louder than the people watching the football match.
That's
Yeah, it
that's
was-
the definition of when you watch it. It probably plays so much different. Find that hard to watch.
Yeah, a lot of the boys played Dota, but not interested in it. Not
No.
for me.
No, not those game styles anyway.
No.
Gonna become a AAA gamer and just play lots of single player AAA games.
When was Ting out? It was 10th of September, wasn't it? Yeah.
For what?
The Lost.
Oh, yeah.
Lost in Random or whatever. Whatever it's
Lost
called.
in Random, yeah.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland, basically.
Yeah, that looks really
With-
cool. It looks like a
but
chill
with
game.
dice.
The Nightmare Before Alice in
Alice in Lordran Land.
Yeah.
What's oh, Alice in Yarnum Land. That's what it was. It was Alice in Yarnum Land. That's what I'm going with.
Alice in Boletaria.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bit darker.
A little bit darker, yeah.
Yeah. Not a whole lot. We have our free games for Epic up this week. They're hit and miss again, as far as I'm aware. But the free games, we haven't got our PS Plus and Xbox refresh.
Not
just
yet, no,
I don't
actually.
think.
That's
That'll
kinda
be-
late.
That'll be next week. It's still another
Yeah.
week to go.
It'll be
Epic.
Avengers Watch.
The Epic games are Defense Grid: The Awakening and Verdun. Down there. I'll add them to the library and let them sit there forever. I've got a massive games library of independent games. It's fantastic. I don't play any of them, but I have them.
They are there if I ever need them.
Exactly.
They're there for your Steam Deck.
Exactly.
No, they're there for your Steam Deck.
Imagine getting a Steam Deck when you play Epic Games. It's the ultimate insult to Gabe.
It's like getting an Xbox to play PlayStation. Death Stranding on Xbox.
Oh yeah, that was done, wasn't it, through PS Now or something? Yeah. Actually, does the PlayStation have a browser on it? I don't think it does.
I don't think it does.
You played XCloud through my PlayStation.
Just do it through your TV. It's fine. Just do it through a TV browser.
Does the LG have a TV browser on it? Yeah.
I don't know. I think so. Yes, it does. It does.
Have you not tried XCloud through that now?
No, I have not.
See, I'd be messing around with all that shit.
Fucking sign on my mouse. Yeah, I know you. I procrastinate.
Yeah.
It's been a very busy couple of weeks. It really has. I've been tired. I've been going to bed at normal times for the most part.
What's that like?
Oh, waking up at normal times too. Waking up before my alarm. It's weird.
That's because you've a doggo now to bring around.
And you know what? It's not even because he's waking me up. I wake him up when I come down. He sleeps like a fucking log.
Oh, nice.
I'll bring him out to you, deal when it gets a bit cooler.
Yeah, whenever's good for you guys.
Yeah, well, it's a bit warm at the moment. I'll bring it out when he's a bit cooler. When this heat wave dies down a bit.
Tomorrow, apparently.
Tomorrow.
Don't say that, Stephen.
You know what?
Say that shit out loud.
I want it to still be nice. Just not like this. Because it's making it very difficult being, like, getting him out. It just makes it difficult with that. If I didn't have a dog, it'd be fucking great.
I just can't sleep at night. It's too fucking warm.
I sleep anyway. I just gone. Not a bother. Ever. Sleeping is one thing I've no problem with.
I've got a big, massive fan, and it just doesn't do it.
I really want to know though how we got on from the topic of watching the EA play to ranting about PlayStation not having the subscription service and Extravision or Blockbuster for you American people being closed down. I don't know how we quite did that switch with the conversation, but we did. We did well.
It happened. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get any more news articles this week. I just didn't. I was. Yeah.
The heat has kind of taken it out of us. I think
it's been where our houses aren't built for this kind of heat.
And that's what I hate. Like, it's not that hot. It's not a competition. What you're used to and what we're used to are polar opposite things.
Yeah,
your
you
infrastructure and our infrastructure are completely different.
You gotta acclimatize. If someone moved from fucking, I don't know, the equator to Ireland after 3 or 4 years, they would begin to get a bit acclimatized. It's like when you move. Yeah, it's like when you move to a really hot country. After a while, it's like oh, it's 25 degrees out and I've got a hoodie on. What's going on? You acclimatize. It's natural.
I just hate that whole like.
It's the same conversations. It's the same conversations every fucking year.
Fucking Destiny players, man.
Yeah. It's... Drama on the timeline. Not on my timeline.
Mute. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's us for this week.
Yeah. I might actually get to have dinner at a normal time today. This is fantastic.
Nice.
Nice. So this has been Dale and his guns. Find him on OnlyFans.
Yeah. He's just getting his tattoos out. Wait, is Stephen the only podcast member without a tattoo?
No.
Oh, you have one?
Stephen rips out his chest and it's just a big fucking
no
Conor McGregor lion or something.
We're gonna have to do some sort of bet. Like once Dale plays Demon Souls, it's a speed run, and if Dale wins, Stephen has to get a back piece of Dale's favorite boss.
No.
The logo on your forehead.
I'll get a henna tattoo or something.
Deirdre wouldn't approve.
I don't like them.
No, fair enough.
Yeah,
I
have ideas of things I'd like, but I just Don't think I'd ever commit to one.
So we're taking applications for a third podcast member. Send DMs to It's KevG on Twitter. Just open applications to become Steven, basically.
Do they need to have a PhD?
No, but they need to have a tattoo. Steven's gonna get PhD.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah, just Dr. Dick or something on it now. Watch. Dr. PhD.
Dr. PhD.
Yeah.
And on that note, goodbye.
Bye. That was EA Play. We'll be back next week with an actual topic that wasn't. We know what's going on. Yeah, I don't have an end screen. I will add it in. I will come up with something and add it in. So it's just gonna be us saying goodbye here, and well, there'll be fancy music, but yeah.
Bye.
Bye. See you next week. It still didn't come home.